Hey, Alex here. So I want to talk about the diamonds set and profit opportunities out the yin yang. I profited pretty well, as you can see. All the diamonds, I opened them up on the team. So did it all today on stream. Hopefully you were able to check it out. I want to talk about like the spots to look at, what to do when you're doing the sets, right? And how best to do them, because there are a lot of pitfalls that you can fall into. Obviously, the first pitfall is just doing the sets straight up and just like buying every card. Definitely not as profitable that way as it could have been. Now, you probably want a nice base, right? So like just going ahead and opening like pro, as crazy it is, like pro fant packs or pro packs, they're not as terrible as you want, right? Or as you think right now. Like, you know, there's certain times a year where packs are better than others, and this is one of the better ones to be a part of. Now, I think you definitely want to look out for obviously the 89, 90, and the 91 isn't as bad. There's someone like Panthers 91s are pretty bad, but other than that, the 91s not too expensive. So it's really like the 89 to 90s that you want to look out for, and especially by teams. Some of them go crazy. We could just go down the list and show it. 88s, you're not going to see a whole lot of, but like once we get to like the 89 spots, like these ones were like the cheapest 89s, 34. That is kind of pricey. You go ahead and take a look at sets. We'll show that in a second, how to get like better 89s for that, especially like superstar KOs. Like I want to take a look at like Broncos, for example, because Vaughn was crazy today, and actually a pretty good way of making profit. So Vaughn at 53K earlier today, it was like 70. People have made a lot of profit off this set here, but let me go, for example, if you're going to do the Broncos set, and I just want to show off this as an example for something to make coins off, not only like right now, but when you're doing the sets, or just even if you're not doing the sets, just profiting off sets, because people are buying these cards at an inflated rate. So he was a superstar. Now, up and down the superstar list, there is a few of them. Dallas Cowboys, and then that Smith is expensive. All right, Vaughn is this one example. Now, I'm not going to go through every example of sets that you can make profits off, but I just want to go through this one. So 86s are at 13K, and you can find that smaller than that, like 12K ish. But anyways, so he was like over 50K. So 13K times 3 is 39. The 83 to 84 is 2.8K. So you could basically do that set for low 40s. Okay, and when you do that set, you will then just sell it on the block or put it in the set, right? So that instantly is like a 10K savings on that set alone, times 4, because there's 4 89s in that set. So that's a 40,000K savings just on that set alone, okay? I just want to point that out. All of these superstars are not a bad idea to go through and grab them from sets, and grab them and create their sets for cards. Another really clutch thing I did was actually Campus Hero 2 rolls. Now, I'm not showing you the rolls here, but you look through some of these cards. These are like really high overall. Like, what are you talking about, Fox? They're all 94s. You can't do any of the sets. But the rolls are nice, because what I do is roll for 85s or 94s. I quicksell the 94s because they're like the cheapest training right now. So FYI, 94s are pretty good training to look to snipe through. And then I take the 85s, do the upgrade set to 87s, because a lot of those 87s just go in any set across the board. So like I do this re-roll, and then I go ahead. I don't really love the 88 roll as much, because it doesn't feel as needed. It's okay, but the high end cards in that roll aren't needed as much. I wish there was like an 80, some of the clutch numbers, 89, 86 plus roll, that kind of stuff. But anyways, so these exchanges are your friends when you're doing that 85 roll. Sorry, I feel like I'm all over the place. I hope you guys are following. But like, so I do this exchange set, like take those 85s that I get, thrown into the 87 to 88 exchange set, because a lot of these 87 to 88s are going well above trading value. So those 85s that are mega cheap, put them into this set. You can basically make quite a bit of training, or sorry, not trading, but cards to put in the sets for the thing. I also want to talk about how I made quite a bit of training. I want to show off. I don't think you'll be able to hear the audio. Let me see if I can't fix that quick, but the audio on this, we ended up being able to complete Luke Kuechly here. Let me pause it quick to update the audio so you can hear it. Desktop audio right there. All right, let me get it going so you guys can hear it well. It happened. Oh, it's a funny animation. Whew. Oh, beautiful. Power up, Luke Kuechly. It's glorious. Damn, 72,000 training? That's kind of hot. So anyways, that's how I was able to make a lot of training from this too. I was able to quick sell my Luke Kuechly after doing all the sets. And you know what? I made coins, actually. It is kind of crazy. Quick selling Luke Kuechly after doing all the sets is still profitable based off, if you just go through the math on mutt.gg right now with how much these things are going for. Joe Montana going for 421, and that doesn't even include his power up. His power up itself is going for 138, if you see right there. I think, yeah, that's on your screen. So all these things added up. So even taking the training option on Luke Kuechly, who's currently at what, 2.5 million coins, taking the training coin, and it still is able to profit. That's how nice this whole thing this today was. It did take me about 7 or 8 hours, but I was messing around a lot with packs and stuff, trying to pull some of the new cards. I didn't really get very lucky on packs today. I pulled my, a Redux fantasy pack of all the new Reduxes in them. I could show it to you right now if you want to watch that too. The Redux fantasy pack. I know what's in it. I was so angry at the Redux fantasy pack, I just ended up backing out because I didn't get. There was like an 81% or 83% chance of getting a 95 plus, and I got all 93s and 94s. So I didn't do so well on my Redux fantasy pack from the store, even though I saved it, hoping for new Reduxes, and I didn't get a single one. So that was big sag right there. What else I want to talk about? What are the pitfalls with this thing too? Golds. It's not a bad idea for the gap pack method right now just to do it, right? Gap pack method goes hard because golds for Packers, definitely look like Packers golds and Cowboys golds, because those are like 5K a piece from what I saw when I was running through this. Some other golds might be available too. There was not a ton of teams had super valuable golds, but there was definitely a few of them that were pricier than I figured they'd be. So I just want to kind of show you. Who's the first one? Cowboys. Larry Allen's set right here. We'll just scroll on down, and I'll show you the 75 golds. Yeah, they're up to 7K. So if you have a binder or any sort of like stock of golds, this is one of the reasons why the gap pack method is good right now, is these golds are ridiculous. So exchange up to high golds, not a bad idea to do that, and then sell those high golds. Low 80s, there were some teams had decently priced low 80s. Most of them were about this price, so low 80s weren't anything really too crazy to target. Mid 80s and a high 80s, right? Like 86 to 88 and 89 to 90s were really the big. That's where most of your coins are gonna go. So that's why I said look at sets for those, because there's a lot, like even like legend sets, early legend sets. Some people said they made a ton of coins off of too earlier today, because you could target those 89s in there. Also, I don't know about Gridiron Guardians. Did they have any? I don't remember. Harvest had a couple, I think, if I recall. The Harvest Exchange, because some of these cards, I think 90s, or maybe even there was like a 9. No, I don't know if it was a 92, but like some of these cards in here were quite expensive, so it's definitely worth looking into these sets. The thing is, the problem is like these sets change so often, it's hard for me to say, hey, this set's guaranteed winner. But I'm gonna tell you, up and down this entire menu, there are a ton of winner sets. Definitely Campus Hero. This underclassmen, if you do need the 90s. Some people like this one if you need an 80. This, if you have like some binder junk and you need an 80 overall, this one guarantees you an 80. So there are some maybe better chances to do with like Team of the Week, you get plus 80, 82 plus stuff. So we can take a look at Team of the Week sets too. I didn't really do any of these things myself. This one might be a little high overall. We can back up a few weeks. Let's back up to like, I don't know, what is week 10 looking like? 83 to 90. This one might be okay to take low 80s if you got extra ones, because 80s are pretty cheap. Those are like 2K right now. You can find them on the block for 83s. I think there's some cheap 83s of teams that aren't wanted either. So not a bad idea to look through Team of the Week packs and try and get upgrades, because there are some really nice, 90s, 89s, those ones that you can get that are expensive. I could just show you right now on mutt.gg some of the pricier ones to go ahead and take a look at. Let's go 89 to 90. Let's sort by price descending. I really hope limiteds are around here. Let me go sort by price descending. And let's do like a max price of like 150 so we don't get any limiteds on here. Team Diamonds, not great. Reduxes. Yeah, Team Diamonds still. Campus Heroes, Jordan Shipley is expensive. Is there a Campus Heroes set that might be valuable there? Ronnie Lott's 90s, 81K. A lot of these 90s are now looking 80K for doing the set, 70K. Joel Batonio's a most feared. I think there might be a set for this Joel that I did that was very profitable. Yeah, I think I did. Yeah, definitely look at the most feared sets too I want to talk about. I said I wasn't going to go through every single set, and I'm kind of like going through most all the sets now that I was using. I definitely did this Joel Batonio set. This was mega profitable for us too. Definitely something you want to look at. Oh yeah, the Trey Flowers set was something I did too for profits. Joel, this was huge. Like Mutt.g said, it was at 70K. So 87 overalls are going for 15K times 2. That's 30K. The 85s then are at 8K. 8 times 3 is 16, 24. So 24 plus 15 is 39K, and you could sell it for 70. So this is a huge, absolutely ginormous amount of profit right there on just Joel Batonio. And then you can look at the other most feared cards too and do those sets for profit. So there is like an absurd amount of coins out there right now due to this. This is why I love Team Diamonds. It's such a good day for the market, for making coins just by grinding the game, right? Just by watching my videos and grinding the game, you guys are seeing these insane sets and making insane profits with very limited risk because they sell like that. So I just want to let you guys know that's what we did today. We started, so we spent about 6.5 million coins, and we ended up just on Team Diamonds alone making back more than that based off what Mutt.gg says they're going for. I do think the price on these cards are going to go down soon, so keep the guys you want, sell the ones you don't. We'll be streaming tomorrow. I think it's server time again for playoff content. Trying to get some Team Diamond gameplay in there. Some new playoff cards coming tomorrow. Another back-to-back long stream day. It's exciting. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Please like, please subscribe. If this helped you at all, if you made any coins off my videos this year, that is it. Until tomorrow. Bye.